Welcome, Prime Minister Netanyahu. Before even discussing the major changes in the Middle East and the hopeful Arab Spring, I'd like to apologise in this public forum, and not just to you privately, for a few things. You see, I think humility is a very important aspect of a person's character, especially for a world leader, and I have indeed wronged you. By nature, I know I'm a little aloof, and I know that my relationship with some leaders can be cool, cold, and even frosty. This has been the case with you in the past, and so I apologise for such behaviour. I also need to apologise for a huge injustice that has taken place over 25 years in this great country. Although, of course, he shouldn't have spied for you on our soil, there is no justification whatsoever to keep Jonathan Pollard in jail. As you know, not even the worst of the Russian spies sat for as long as him. I realise we probably should have shared the intel with you about Iraq in the first place, and for that too I apologise. But I wanted to inform you first of my decision to free Jonathan Pollard so that he can join his and your people in Israel. I imagine that a touch of arrogance, anti-Semitism and the issue of dual loyalties has sadly played a part in him being so long in jail. I am indeed sorry. Now to the main issues of the Middle East and the changes that have swept the region, plus of course peace in the Holy Land. The truth is that I've really been enlightened by these recent changes, and I have had to rethink our position. Number one, it seems that peace in Israel and the issue of possible land concessions is not like we all thought, the pivotal factor dictating stability in the Middle East. Number two, although there are glimpses of democracy shining through the dictator-led region, it's too early to see whether the radical Islam powers will gain positions of strength in the countries that surround Israel. And as such, I think we both need to be more cautious and wary about concessions at this time. Number three, the dangerous coalition between Hamas and Fatah is very disturbing. It has been very clear to our administration about the Hamas agenda, and so I really don't see how land concessions bringing this terrorist group a greater foothold will help achieve any peace whatsoever. Truth is, I'm also still furious at their reaction when there was the targeted killing of bin Laden. You should know that we learnt a few lessons from Mossad and the Israeli army before taking him out, so Toda Chaver. As I told the American public, we will never tolerate our security being threatened. We will be relentless in the defence of our citizens. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, I guess you have the same right for your citizens. Of course, I can't give you a green light for everything and anything, but at the same time, I can't sound hypocritical or have double standards when it comes to the tiny Jewish state surrounded by enemies on many fronts. Number four, our intelligence agencies have indicated that serious changes and the Arab Spring could also take place in Jordan at some point in the not-too-distant future. This actually could possibly open up a door to other solutions for the Palestinian Arabs. So I'm not sure that we need to charge ahead with the current process. We have to keep our options open. In conclusion, as you probably know, I spent many Sundays in church listening to sermons about the Bible. I don't recall every point made by the preacher, but I do remember reading and hearing a lot about the chosen people, the land of Israel, and God's promise to Abraham and his children. You, Prime Minister, have indeed a heavy duty and responsibility. As a true friend of Israel, I wish you luck, and I hope I will always be able to stand by your side trying to help.
So, Mr. Prime Minister, welcome.